Also, you played in the famous Barcelona game when you overturned a 3-0 deficit to win 4-0. What are the similarities you can see with tomorrow night?
Good evening. Not so many, I think, apart from the result. We are playing the second leg away. That game we played the second leg home. Different players, different competition. But I think there's more differences than similarities. So it's a completely different situation, and we have to deal different with this situation as well.
Hi, Alisson. Vicky Sparks from the BBC. When it comes to any of those European comebacks that Liverpool have been involved in through the years, Barcelona or the Miracle of Istanbul or Borussia Dortmund, one thing that is common is belief. How much belief is there in the squad that this tie is not over?
Well, as I said before, yeah, we did in the past great things, great achievements you can see in the history of football. Teams have overcome bad results and turn around and qualify for the next stage in competitions like that, in European competitions. Of course, we have to believe in ourselves, but in my opinion, it's a really difficult situation. The way the opponent played at our home showed their quality, how tough it will be this game tomorrow. But we come here with a goal to improve our performance in respect of the last game. Trying to play better as a team. That is a thing that we didn't make in the last match. And try to avoid some mistakes and try to do better the things that we have to do better, and then we see how the result of that will be.
This gentleman there, and then.
Ciao Alisson, Patrick Chianarelli del Corriere dello Sport, volevo chiederti rispetto alla tua esperienza a Roma.
To your experience at Roma, what have you made of Atalanta, and did you expect Atalanta to be so strong in the first leg? Hi, good evening. Yes, I did expect Atalanta to be like that. Ever since I've moved to Italy, right up until now, Atalanta have always been a tough nut to crack. They're a very physical side, both physically and tactically and technically. It's always been a very tough match to come up against them. They play 11 against 11, man marking all over the pitch. And when you play against a team that do man mark all over the pitch, you need to make sure that you are willing to put in hard work and run. If you don't do that, it's pointless even going out there to play in the first place. They did an outstanding job in the last game. They prepared it well. You could see that they'd prepared the game very well with regards to knowledge of us as a team. We also produced a bad performance. I think this match could be a different kettle of fish, but we need to do a much better job than in the first leg.
Why it's gone wrong for Liverpool in the last two games. What do you put the last two results down to, and what needs to improve tomorrow night? Thank you.
Two bad results. I think we cannot make the mistake to make this bigger than it is. Of course, losing 3-0 home is something that we cannot accept as LFC players. We have to improve our performances, of course. But if I will be more precise on the things we have to do better, is we have to go back to keep clean sheets and try to score the chances that we have, the clear chances that we have in front of the goal. And I'm saying that because I trust a lot my strikers, I trust a lot my defenders, and I know the quality that we have as a team. So if you do that as a team, defend as a team, attack as a team, improving these kind of things, I think we can go back to winning games.
Hi Alisson. How are you feeling after your injury? It must have been quite a hard couple of months watching from the sidelines, so many big games that you couldn't be part of.
Yeah, it was really hard for me. I am a guy that when I am at home, injury or just resting, I don't like to watch football because I get too excited and I want to play. I want to be part of every game. But I know that it wasn't possible for me, so I try to make my best at the treatments, the recovery, spend a lot of time on a bed, having treatments, spend a lot of time inside a gym, making work to be strong when I come back, to be in a good shape, maybe better than I was before. This is how I feel. It was 8 weeks pretty much, working double sessions every day, sometimes 3 sessions, so it was really hard for me. And of course, seeing the team fighting for titles, I have a lot of desire to be part of that fight. Thanks God I'm here, and looking forward for the rest of the season.
Last one at the back.
Hi, I'm Martin from Hungary. You mentioned that you try to avoid conceding a goal. You played here twice. Both games you won with a clean sheet. Can you say that more or less your only chance tomorrow that before all you will have a clean sheet?
Yeah, we start from that. This is a goal not only for this game on. This have to be our goal for the rest of the season, for the next season, and for the seasons to come. Keeping clean sheets is the basis for a successful team. We did that in the past. The trophies we won, we were solid defensive-wise, and that doesn't depend only from the defenders, but from the whole team, from the whole system. We have to defend everyone together, to fight on the pitch to get the ball back, close the gaps, win challenges, blocking shots, stopping crosses, all these kind of things, making saves, making difficult saves. We have to do that as a team to go back to the clean sheets, to get the clean sheets, and I think this is a basis for us, not only for tomorrow, but for the rest. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
I'm sorry to say.
Oh, they are cool.
We don't need them. It's Chris first. Just a second. Microphone. iPhone.
Wow.
Chris, first question.
Can you remind your players of what happened and use that as a reference point at least that it can be done?
So, what is similar? The result, definitely. performance, not really. We played at Barcelona at that time. They played an exceptional game and lost 3-0. Nobody knew how. I think we shouldn't have lost the last game 3-0, but we were not as great as we were in that game. And we lost at home and on our way. That's a massive difference. So, but it's really not about comparing or whatever. We had to come here and we wanted to come here. That's a good idea. But it worked before.
This one?
Sorry. Oh, it's okay. Do I have to start again, or did you hear me? So we are here and try to win the game tomorrow. That's all. And I think that's what we should do, and we'll see if that's possible. If you play a lot of moments we had last week, we were really good moments where Atalanta was a little bit lucky, but in the end they won completely deserved. They played a really good game. We didn't play extremely well, and so that's it now. Let's start with a much better performance, and let's try to win the game, and then we will see how much time is left in the end. But that's all.
Well, Carl.
Hi, Jurgen. I was just reading back on what some of the players said about the Barcelona game, about what you said before the game. Particularly Dejan Lovren talked about a brilliant speech you made. I'm just wondering if you've got anything in mind tomorrow to, not actually just tell me what it is, but have you got something you're thinking about?
Yeah, I wrote it already. Down. But I remember from that time, I usually don't prepare these kind of things like that, and especially not a day before or 4 years before or whatever. So what I will say, the boys, I think about tomorrow. But definitely nothing about these kind of things were in the press conference before. I remember that I said, if we fail, then let's fail in the most beautiful way. And that's exactly how I see it again. But I said it already, we want to win the game. And then if we want to win the game, we should better play good. If we play good, we have a chance to win it. And then we will see. It is exactly like that. What I said after the game as well, directly after the game, everybody in the stadium in Liverpool, the Liverpool supporters, the Bergamo supporters, players, our staff, thought, that's it. But since then, it's now a week later, I don't think everybody thinks it's already decided. But, well, we are here. And we can be good. But obviously, we can be not so good as well. So let's see what we can put on a pitch tomorrow. But my team meeting will not happen in front of the world here in a press conference. It will happen there. And if we win, the players will find a reason to tell the world what I said. And if we lose, nobody want to hear what I said. So that's it.
Jurgen, good evening. What makes your approach different, knowing the fact? Oh, sorry. What makes your approach different, knowing the fact that you have to score at least 3 times tomorrow?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, we should. That we conceded the 3 goals had nothing to do with the approach. So losing the ball in the wrong moments, not being organized in moments had nothing to do with the approach. It's not that I said the boys let them run; they will not score when we leave them alone in the box. That was not the way we spoke about it. So the approach will not change. We should do better in these moments, but we should do better in possession. Against the ball, we should be better and more consistent. We should play a really good Liverpool football game, the way we usually play. We are a well-organized team. We were not always that night. And that, look, if you want to win the game, you better don't concede. That's clear. So it's not that it's not allowed to concede at all, but it makes life easier not to concede. To win 1-0, which would be already a good result, you shouldn't concede, and that's a big part of the match plan tomorrow.
Gentleman behind.
Hi Jurgen, can I just check on fitness things? How's Connor doing? Any other?
Connor, yes, it's not. I think Ryan Gravenberch had a similar thing. So first week of May, he should be back in training. When is that? 2 weeks time. It was overstretched the ligaments a little bit. Not serious, but serious enough that he's not here. What was the other question?
Any other?
Any other? No. No. All the others are fine.
Hi Jurgen, Vicky Sparks from 5 Live. Can you just give us your perspective right now on how important this competition remains to you and to Liverpool this season?
100%. We are here. I'm long enough in this business to know that it's 2 legs, and it's over when it's over. As far as I know, we still are allowed to play tomorrow, so that's what we will try. That means it has our 100,000% focus. We are only here for one reason. I'm pretty sure this is a wonderful region. We did not even look. So we're only here for playing football. That's what I can say. But I cannot win this game in this press conference today. That's why I'm not really interested in what you are asking and what I'm answering as well. Not because the main part is actually when I leave this room finally, then it starts. And but it has our 100% focus.
The back.
From Hungary, in English. Mr. Klopp.
Can I use them one time? They are really cool. Yeah.
Sorry. So after the first leg, you said that the man marking played by Atalanta caused you massive problems, as it's always uncomfortable when you're not on your top. Do you expect the same attitude and game style from the Italians? And if yes, could you prepare more?
We played 4 years. We played 4 years ago against Bergamo, and they played like this, and the result was different here. So it's not man marking is not the problem. They did really well, but we did not well. So we played against. Yes, we didn't win against United, but created I don't know how many chances. They play man marking, so it's not. That's not the problem. We have to do better. We have to do better. We played in these moments in their cards, but that's not to change anymore. It's just a description of the game. Specific runs we did not often enough that night would have caused them more problems. But tomorrow the game is even more difficult because they don't have to score at all, and I don't know exactly what they want to do. But it's not easy to approach a game when you are 3-0 up. We had that in the past when we won here at Bergamo, I'm not sure, 5-0 or so, and at home it was not easy to find the right mood for that game, and in the end we lost 2-0, I think. Something like that. It's really not simple. Because usually you fight for everything, and how do you want to fight tomorrow for everyone? You're already 3-0 up. That's really not easy for them as well. So we will see who deals better with the situation and all these kind of things. If Bergamo goes through, congratulations, then they deserve it. And if not, then something special probably would have happened. But I don't know in this moment if that's possible.
Last one, just so we can use the headphones.
Thank you.
Buongiorno.
Good evening. In the first leg, Gianluca Scamacca scored a brace. You also came up against him last season when he played for West Ham United. This season in Italy, they're talking a great deal about him possibly being the number 9 for Italy at Euro 2024. What have you made of him, and do you think he is the main danger for Liverpool tomorrow evening?
Really, really good. It was in England we say it was a handful. It's difficult to play against. Great in the air, great on the floor. I liked him when he was at West Ham. Didn't know him too well when he came to West Ham. Didn't work out there 100%, but that can happen because the Premier League is a difficult league to play. But you can see that he has great quality. I don't know now all the other Italian strikers, to be honest, to compare them and ask. I know them all, but don't know exactly who is in contention to be the number 9 for Italy and who not. But for a specific way of play, I would say he's a fantastic option. He is a real focus player. He can bring the ball down, gives you time to push up, is a threat in the box, has speed as well. That's a really interesting package, So, yeah, he made a big difference in that game, but we didn't make it too difficult for him as well. So we should make it a little bit more difficult tomorrow. Did he score against us when he played for West Ham? Look, so we played twice against him. Once we defended him well and one not so well. So let's see what we can do tomorrow.
Thank you, everyone.
Grazie.